Okay, that's good. So as usual, lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine, otherwise the legs straight and roll it outward. Roll the arms outward. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground. Back of your head away from the shoulders to lengthen the spine. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. And one more time. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of the face and clench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most, chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer? Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And then observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open, even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your lungs filling up slowly and getting empty slowly. Observe your belly expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Observe your navel moving up when you inhale and going down toward the spine when you exhale. long, slow, and steady breath. From your next breath, start the Viloma 1 technique. When you inhale, and during the inhalation, you put some pauses to allow your inhalation to become longer. So inhale, pause, keep on inhaling, pause, keep on inhaling, pause, keep on inhaling, pause, till you reach a full inhalation. When you reach a full inhalation, hold the breath just for a brief moment. Relax your body. And just before the exhalation, inhale one more time. So inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause. Allow your body to expand more and more. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath. When you hold the breath, relax your body. And just before the exhalation, inhale one more time. Observe that when you relax your body, you allow your body to welcome more air. And that's why at the end of the full inhalation, when you relax your body, you can still inhale just a tiny bit before exhaling completely. Inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, to your full inhalation. At the end of the inhalation, hold breath, relax your body. And again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, till you can reach your full inhalation. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath, and then relax your body. And when you need to exhale, inhale one more time. Go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Allow your breath to become lighter and lighter, more and more silent. Observe your body relaxing deeper and deeper. Really gently. Roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Sit in a cross-legged position with the right leg in front of the left one. Put your hands over the knees, belly in gently, just a slight movement to of the navel toward the spine. And keeping this gentle movement, create small circles within lumbar spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward, close your eyes. Move the hands almost down to the ground. And really gently push the thumbs back. Bring your attention around your sternum. And breathe deeply on your chest, observing the expansion of the rib cage with every inhalation. Gently put your hands again over the knees. Leave the sternum, shoulders down, and keeping the hands over the knees, push the shoulders back, like you want to arch your spine. Now look in front of you. And release. Put your right hand down on the ground, not too far from the right hip, with the fingers pointing to the right. Roll the right arm outward. Lift the sternum. Lift the left arm and put the palm of the left hand to the right side. Push with the right hand down on the ground to move the chest to the left. And allow the left hand to move to the right. Push the thumb back and look up. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to the normal position. Put your left hand down on the ground, not too far from the hip, with the fingers pointing to the left. Roll the left arm outward. Sternum, lift the shoulder blades down, lift the right arm up, palm of the hand facing left. Push with the left hand against the ground to move the chest to the right. Push the right thumb back and allow the hand to move to the left. Look up. Deep breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Now put your right hand on the outside of your left knee. Now I want you to lean to the right, but to control your body, not to just to fall down on the right. I want you to push the left knee down. The right arm is completely straight. Lift the left arm up to the sky, palm of the hand facing right. Still keeping the right arm completely straight and still pushing the left knee down. Allow the left hand to go to the right, to stretch the whole chest on the left side. Push the thumb back and look up. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really gently come back up. Change side, but cross the legs and on the other side. So left leg forward. Put your left hand outside of your right knee. Keep the left arm straight. Lean to the left, but push the right knee down. Lift the right arm up, right outward to have the palm facing left. And really gently start moving the right hand to the left. Look up and still push the right knee down. Deep breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly come back. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Lift the right arm up. Bend your elbow and grab with your right hand the left ear. Find the drishti right in front of you or slightly lower. Don't twist your head. Keep it straight. But lift your sternum and move the right elbow gently back without twisting your head. And now, use the weight of your right arm to stretch the left side from the left ear to the left shoulder. Don't twist your head. Keep the sternum lifted. Stay there. Now roll your left arm outward. Keep the hands quite close to the ground and push the thumb back. Stay there. Really gently come back up. Lift your left arm up. Bend your elbow and grab your right ear. Again, don't twist your head, so find the drishti and keep your drishti. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, and move the left elbow gently back. Use the weight of your left arm to stretch the right side from the right ear to the right shoulder. Stay there. Really gently roll your right arm outward. Keep the hand really close to the ground. Push the thumbs back and stay there. Really gently come back to the center and create really small circles with your head. Small, small ones. Side. And on the other side. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Put your right hand outside of your left knee. Roll your left arm outward. Keep the hands close to the ground. Push the thumb to the right and look behind. Keep the sternum lifted. And now bend a little bit more the right elbow to move the right shoulder a little bit more toward the left side. Keep the sternum lifted. And really gently come back to center. Put your left hand on the right knee, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the left and the right arm outward. Keep the hands quite close to the ground. Push the thumb to the left. Look behind you. Bend your left elbow to go deeper into this portion. Twist. Deep breaths. Sternum lifted. Move the right shoulder down a little bit more. and come back to center. Okay. Now, can you sit on your heels? Okay. In case it's a little bit uncomfortable for your knees or for anything, just let me know. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. Put your right hand close to the ground and close to the right buttocks or right feet. Lift the left arm up, belly in. Activate your abdominal muscles just to give you the stability and the alignment. And now, move the hip to the left. But on the meantime, move the left hand to the right and push your right hand down the ground. Push the left thumb back and look up. Breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Now, move your hip to the right. Left hand down on the ground. Lift the right arm up, palm of the hand facing left. And allow the right hand to move to the left. Push the thumb back and look up. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Lift your hips. Again, if you feel uncomfortable on the knees, don't hesitate to put a pillow or a folded blanket under the knees. This is not a problem whatsoever. Now, keep the knees not really touching, but just slightly apart. Okay. Belly in, just like we did before. Put your right hand just outside of your right thigh. Lift the left arm up, palm of the hand facing right. Belly in. Move the hip to the left and allow the left hand to move down to the right. The right hand slides down toward the knee or toward the ground. Push the thumb back and look up. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly come back up. Belly in. Lift the right arm up, palm of the hand facing left. Left hand in contact with the outer part of your left leg and really slowly go to the left. Push the right thumb back, look up, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly come back up. Okay, now move to the right side of the mat and fold the mat just 1 or 2 times. And put the right knee and the right feet just over this folded mat. Or if it's more comfortable for you, you can just fold, take a folded blanket and just put it there. Okay, that's what I want. Straighten your left leg and keep the left feet roughly at 45 degrees out. I want you to activate your left thigh. Like you want to bend gently the knee. Keep the belly in. And check to have the right hip right over the knee. So in case, just walk a little bit to the left with your left feet, because you're a little bit too much like that, and I want you to be like that. Okay, that's perfect. Keep the left leg active to protect your knee. So keep it active. Belly in, lift the right arm, palm of the hand facing left. Put your left hand gently on the outer side of your leg. Don't push with the right hand, with the left hand. But really gently there, really sliding gently over the knee. Belly in and really gently just go down to the left. Keep the left leg really active. When you reach your maximum, push your right thumb back, look up. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lift your left arm and keep it as much as you can parallel to the ground. Really gently come up. Keep your arms up, belly in. Activate your left leg. Push with your toes against the ground and really gently move to the left with the torso. And come back up again. Lower your arms. Breathe. And let's go to the other side. So, hold your mat. Put your left knee and feet over the folded mat. Now, just to find your good position, I want you to keep the two knees really close to each other. Now, I want you to lean gently to the left and straighten your leg, your right leg. Okay. And now you're a little bit more aligned compared to what you did before. You're already there. Check to have the right feet at 45 degrees out and activate the leg. Keep it straight and active and strong. Belly in, sternum lifted. Lift your left arm up, palm of the hand facing left. Right hand outside of your right leg. Really gently. Start sliding your hand over the feet. When you reach your maximum, whichever it is, push the left thumb back and look up. 2 breaths. The right leg active. At the end of the 3rd breath, lift your right arm. 2 breaths. Really gently come up. Keep the belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Push the right feet against the ground and really gently move back. Come back up. Lower your arms. And enter a tabletop position. All right. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward, push the spine up to the sky, look at your belly. Stretch your back. Inhale, roll your hips forward, allow the spine to drop, slide the shoulder blades over the waist, look in front of you, and stretch your belly. Exhale, look at your belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch your back. Inhale, stretch from the belly to the chin. Now, keep the two knees together. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Lift your right knee and move the right knee over the forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg back. Roll the leg slightly inward to have the hip completely squared. And now, move the right feet to the left. Yes. Go back, aligned. And now lift the left arm up. Palm of the hand facing right. Look in front of you, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, put your left hand down. And now we do the impossible thing, that is, lean on the left arm and lift the right arm. Move the right arm and hand to the left. And come back to center. Put your hand and knee down. Yes, it's harder. It's quite hard, I know. Inhale, we're gonna do the other side. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Push the spine up, lift your left knee and move it toward the forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg back. Roll the leg slightly inward to have the hip aligned, and move the left feet to the right. Stay there. And come back to center. Lean on the left hand and lift the right arm. Look in front of you, 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, impossible thing. Put your right hand down. Lift the left arm up. Find the drishti, will be easier. And now, move the left feet and hand to the right. Stay there. And come back to center. Oh, that's good. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Okay, sit on your heels and put your knees as wide as the mat. All right. Sit your hip forward, put your hands down on the ground. Walk forward with your hands, moving the chest as much as you can down to the ground. Put your head down on the ground and stay there. Breathe deeply. And now, really gently, walk with both hands to the right, but keep the chest in between the legs. When you've reached your maximum, don't move your left hand, but move the right one closer to the right knee. And still keeping the left hand down on the ground, push with the right hand and knee against the ground to push the chest to the left And stretch from the armpit to the hip. 3 breaths. Keep the chest down. At the end of the third, come back to center. Just briefly observe the difference between the left and right. Observe the left side is lighter than the right one. And now just to balance this lightness, walk with your hands to the left. Keep the chest in between the legs. When you reach your maximum, keep the left hand down on the ground, but keep the right hand down on the ground. Move the left one closer to the left knee. Start pushing with the left hand and knee against the ground to push the chest to the right. And stretch from the right armpit to the right hip. Keep the chest down, 3 breaths. And really slowly back to center. Walk back with your hands. Keep the 2 knees together. And create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Belly in, sternum lifted. Okay. Now, tabletop position, but don't worry, we're not gonna stay there a lot. Walk back with your with your knees. Put your feet as wide as a mat. Tuck your toes under. Roll the arms outward. Keep the inner parts of the elbows facing forward. And slide the shoulder blades over the waist to keep the shoulders wide and away from the ears. Belly in, gently. Inhale deeply. And with the exhalation, move the buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the chest quite close to the knees. Lift the hips, the buttocks. Okay. There. Knees bent. Yep. And really slowly start straightening your legs. Lift your heels as high as you can. And keep on pushing the chest over the knees. Lower your heels gently. And now, grab with your left hand the right side, the outer side of your right leg, whichever is comfortable for you. It can be the knee, it can be the hip, it can be the heels. And use the left hand to push the chest under the armpit. Stay there. And go back to Adho Mukha. Now, grab with your right hand the outer side of your left leg and use the right hand to push the chest under the left armpit. Stay there. And Adho Mukha again. Walk back with your hands. Put your hands on the waist and really slowly come up. Okay. In the middle of the mat, with your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Lift your left arm up. Keep the right hand gently outside of your, on the outer part of your right leg. Belly in. Now, I want you to push the hip to the left. Keep the two legs active and really slowly stand moving down to the right. Push the left thumb back and look up. Really gently lift your left arm and come up. Put your left hand outside of your left leg. Lift the right arm up, belly in. Move the hip to the right and really gently start moving down to the left. When you reach your maximum, push your right thumb back and look up. Lift your right arm and come back up. Good. Move the feet wider. Roll the right leg outward. Prepare for Trikonasana. Roll the left leg inward. Move the hip to the left. Yes, beautiful. It is really beautiful. Straighten your arms. Keep it parallel to the ground. Activate your right thigh and really slowly start moving just the torso down. Down more. Okay. Now, move the right hand inside of your right leg. Lift your left arm up. Now, move the two shoulders back and move the front part of your left hip forward. Yes. Look up. If you don't have any tension on the neck, stay there. Keep the legs active. And now, really gently, still keeping the legs really active. Move just the arms and put it parallel to the ground. And really gently come up. Good. Turn to the left. Left feet pointing to the left. Right feet at 45 degrees. Belly in. Move the hip to the right. To your maximum, really. To the maximum to the right. Straighten your arms. Keep it parallel to the ground. Belly in. And really slowly start moving down to your maximum. Keep the two legs active. When you reach your maximum, move the left hand inside of your left leg and lift the right arm up. Now, move the two shoulders back and the front side of your right hip forward. Keep the legs active. And if you don't have any tension on that, look up. Stay there. Now, without moving your torso, move the arms parallel to the ground and really slowly come up. Through your arms Roll both legs inward. Put your hands on the waist. Bend gently, really super gently, your knees. Roll your hips forward and go down. Lean forward to have the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. Keep the knees just slightly bent, just in order to relax a little bit more the upper part of your body. And stay there. Last moments. Put your hands on the waist and come back up. Now, put your right leg forward, left leg back, but not too wide. Keep it wide, comfortably distant. Keep the hip parallel to the short side of the mat. Now, keep the left leg completely straight. So push your left heel down to the ground. And now start working on the hips. Tilt the hips backward, belly in. Lift the pubis and allow the tailbone to move down. I want you to feel the stretch on your left groin. Good. Now lift the sternum. Without losing this control on the hips, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the right hand in contact with the outer side of your right leg and lift the left arm up. Belly in. Keep the control on the hips. Keep the groin stretched. And really slowly, start leaning to the right. To control the balance, move the hip to the left. Push the thumb back. Look in front of you, don't turn your head. But allow the left side of your chest to stretch. Keep the hip tilted back. And breathe deeply for 3 times. At the end of the third, really slowly come back up and change side. Left leg forward, right leg now back. Push the right heel down. Tilt your hip backward to stretch the right groin. Lift the pubis. Move the tailbone down. Belly in. Without compromising this movement, this control on your hips, lift the sternum and move the shoulder blades down. Now, still keeping all those movements in place. Lift the right arm up. Move the hip to the right, and on the meantime, move the right hand to the left. Push the right thumb back. Look in front of you, 3 breaths. Watch. At the end of the third, come back up. Right leg forward, left leg back. So now, if the balance is a little bit hard, you can also do it against the wall. In that case, I wanted to have the wall on the right side, like that. And I'm gonna show you with a wall, since you're like that. So, right leg forward, left leg back. Push the heel, the left heel down to keep the left leg straight. Tilt your hip backward, belly in. Without compromising this control, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Now, I want you to bend your right leg. So the stretch on your groin will be a little bit deeper, a little bit higher. Keep the control on the hip. Keep the belly in. Now, lift the left arm up and really gently move to the left, to the right. So since now you have the wall, once that you touch the wall with the left hand, walk gently back with the hand. And if you can, look up. Deep breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center and change side. Left leg forward, right leg back. First thing first, push your right heel down and align your hip. Keep the hip completely parallel to the short side of the mat. Now start working on the hips. So tilt your hip backward. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Start bending your left leg. Now, belly in, tension on the hips. Lift the right arm up and really gently start moving toward the wall. Once that you touch the wall, walk back with your hand and look up. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really gently come back up. Keep the legs wide. Bend the knees and create circles with your hips. Bend the knees a little bit more. And try not to move the upper side of the chest. Turn also on the other side. Okay, that's good. Now, roll the arms out. Still with the legs like that. Roll the arms outward, belly in, and twist to the right. Twist completely. Also the legs twist in order to twist the hip and the torso. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back to center. And turn all the way to the left. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Now we're going to do almost the same, but blocking the movement from the hips down. So it's just the upper parts of the body that we move. It seems easy. It's not. Because the movement that we just did is quite natural. We use the whole body to twist. Now, to counter the movement of the torso, we have to turn the legs on the opposite direction, because otherwise it will forward. So it will be hard. I will tell you. Roll the arms outward, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. Start really gently. Twist the torso to the right. Keep the hip completely parallel to the short side of the mat. And imagine that you want to twist the hip to the left. It will give you more control of the twisting. Turn your head 2, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. And still keeping the movement just on the upper side of the body. Turn to the left. Counteract the movement of the hips. Look behind you. 3 breaths. And back to center. Okay. Bend your knees again and put your hands over the knees, over the thighs. So you can just bend your knees quietly. And create circles with your hips. It's harder, I know, but it's doable. Turn also on the other side. And come back up. Turn the 2 legs inward. Roll the hips forward. And round your spine. Use the gravity to go all the way down. When you reach maximum, lean forward to have the weight of the body on the ball of the feet. Close your eyes and stay there. Moments. Put your hands on the waist and really slowly come up. Now we already did this. It's not easy to explain, but I want you to stretch your spine. To stretch your spine, I want you to use your arms. Put the hands quite close to the hips. Lean forward, bend your knees in order to create a straight line on the spine. And then keep the shoulders quite close to the ears at the beginning. And then push with the hands against the thighs, just to lengthen your spine, to create more distance between the hips and the shoulders. Really slowly release. And come up. It's not easy to do at the beginning. You should try to find the good position of the arms, of the knees, of the torso, in order to find your position that it will work for you. Once that you find this position, I can tell you they're gonna love it, because it's an easy release of the tension on each vertebra. another version that you can use, but this one doesn't work for anyone. You interlace the hands and you put the hands in between your thighs. Bending the elbows, you're kind of like this, and then you push to stretch, again, the spine. Doesn't work for anyone because it depends on the geometry of your body. But it can work, so you might try. Really slowly come back up. And enter Tadasana, the mountain pose. So, big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulders down. Find the wrist. Lift the arms. Put the hands in prayer position, aligned with the top of the head, but straighten your arms. Like that, I want you to push the hips to the left and move the hands to the right. Relax. At the end of the third, come back to center. Push the hip to the right and move the hands to the left. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, come back up. Lower your arms. Keep the wristy. Lean on the left leg. Lift the right arm. Lift the right leg. Sorry. Open the right leg to the side and put the right. I don't know why I keep on saying left. The right feet in contact with the left leg. This is right. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward and really slowly lift the arms, bend the elbows, and put your hands in prayer position, aligned with the top of the head. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the elbows bent and open. Stay there. And really slow. Come back into that spine. Lean on the right leg, lift the left leg. Open the left leg to the side and push your left feet in contact with the right leg. Lift the arms. Put your hands in prayer position, align with the top of the head. Keep the elbows bent, shoulders away from the ears, and move the elbows back. Stay there. Slowly, come back to Tadasana. And keeping the 2 feet together, create small circles with your hips. And on the other side. The feet gently apart. Lift your heels. Heels up. Bend your knees and go all the way down. Yeah, we're reinforcing the the ankles too. Good. Now, round your spine. Allow the chest to move in between the knees. Put your hands down on the ground and allow the head to move down toward the ground. Just to lengthen the whole spine. Stay there for 3 breaths. The end of the 3rd breath, really gently. Go back. And enter Shavasana. Yes, already. Felt fast to me. Maybe not to you, but to me, yes. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. If you have any tension of the spine, you can always, at the end of the practice, you can always just do the rolling left and right, or creating circles in the knees. It is something that you can do anytime. If you still have some tension on the spine, you can always take the bolster or the chair to give support to your leg and release the tension on the spine. You can also add a small weight on the belly to lengthen the lumbar spine and to allow your body to relax deeper. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant mantra, and at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. So that moment, relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. You can always sit on a bolster if it's comfortable for you. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Inana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Palm of the hand facing the sky or the ground, whichever is more comfortable for you. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Close your eyes. And just for a brief moment, just wait. Wait for your mind-body to settle. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.